Under the types of threads, we have square thread, trapezoidal thread, acme thread, buttress thread. You can see here the angles that it has. A square thread has a perpendicularity, a trapezoidal has a 30 degree, and acme thread at 29 degrees, and buttress thread has 45 degrees. Coming to the square thread, it is adopted for transmission of power in either direction, either forward or backward direction it can be used. It has a maximum efficiency and a minimum radial or bursting pressure on the nut. So it will not exert more pressure on the nut. So usually it is cut on a lathe with a single point cutting tool, and it cannot be easily compensated for wear. So it cannot be compensated for wear. So we have to go for some other threads. And the fourth one is employed in screw jacks, pressers and clamps and clamping devices. So you can see here the pitch P, which is a point on the tooth to the corresponding point on the other one. So you can see the gap is nothing but a P by 2, and its height is also P by 2, nothing but half of the pitch. So that is what you can see in the square thread. So coming to the second type of threads, trapezoidal thread, it's a modification of square thread. The thread angle is 30 degree. You can see that in the bottom. So it has a 30 degree thread angle, sir, and it is manufactured on a thread milling machine. Okay, it's more thickness at the core of the this one teeth diameter than the square threads and are stronger. So it is because of the thickness, more thickness at the core, it will be very strong thread cut by means of dies. So you can cut this by dies. Axial wear is compensated by means of split type nut. So you can see there here in the sketch. So you have a two type of split nuts, right? Two split nuts are there, which is used in the lead of a lathe. Coming to the third type, American College of Mechanical Engineering. So Acme thread. Acme thread is a special type of trapezoidal thread. The thread angle is 29 degrees, whereas in the trapezoidal it is 30 degree. It has changed to 29 degree. These threads result in side thrust or radial pressure on the nut. It is used in the lead screw of the lathe and other machine tools. So you can see here in the sketch, it has a thickness of P by 2 and angle of thread angle of 29 degrees. Coming to the fourth type, buttress thread. Thread has an advantage of both square and trapezoidal threads. Is used where heavy axial force acts along the axis in one direction. So used in vices, so we apply the load in the one direction, right? So it is used in vices. Transmission of power and motion in only one direction, as I said. So it is having a thread angle of 45 degrees, and it is having a thickness of 0.75 times the pitch. Coming to the terminology used in the power screws, so as you can see in the sketches, we have power screws here with an alpha angle, okay, and B is the pitch, which is a point on the thread to the corresponding point on the other teeth. So, which you can open it, one of the thread. If you development of a screw will show you this with the angle L is equal to N into P, and the length of the other side is pi D2, where D2 is the mean diameter of the screw, okay, and d1 is the core diameter, d is the outer diameter of the power screw. Coming to the terminology used, pitch, it is the distance measured parallel to the axis of the screw from a point on one thread to the corresponding point on the adjacent thread. So it is denoted by a letter P, small p. So you have seen this in the sketch. What is lead? It is the distance measured parallel to the axis of the screw which the nut will advance in one revolution. So for one revolution, how much the nut will move will be calculated. Okay, so that is L is equal to N into P. Okay, for a single threaded screw, lead is same as of that of the pitch. Okay, that is N is equal to 1. For a double threaded screw, that is N is equal to 2. The lead is twice the pitch and so on. So N will become 1, 2, 3 depends on the number of threads. Okay, so single threaded has n is equal to 1, double threaded has a n is equal to 2, triple threaded has a n is equal to 3, and quadruple has n is equal to 4. Coming to the terminology used, nominal diameter, it is the largest diameter of the screw. It is also called a major diameter. It is denoted by the letter D. Okay, so next we have a core diameter. It is the smallest diameter of the screw thread. It is also called a minor diameter. It is denoted by a letter D1. Helix or a lead angle, so it is defined as the angle made by the helix of the thread with a plane perpendicular to the axis of the thread. So lead angle is nothing but a tan alpha, which is equal to L by pi d2. Coming to the mean or pitch diameter d2 of the screw, it is defined as the theoretical diameter between the major and minor diameter, so which is denoted by d2. So d2 is equal to d minus p by 2 is equal to d1 plus d by 2, which is equal also d1 is d minus p. Okay, so this is the notations that we usually use. What is frictional force? Frictional force is an opposing force which acts in the opposite direction of the movement of the load. Okay, this is due to the relative motion between the two parts. So it has a F into Fn. Okay, so that is F into Fn. What is coefficient of friction? Ratio of the limiting force F to the normal reaction Fn between the two bodies. So mathematically F is equal to F by Fn. Also F is equal to tan alpha, where phi is the friction angle. And it depends upon the material of the screw and the nut, their surface finish, type of lubricant used, unit bearing pressure, and the rubbing surface. So coefficient of friction depends on all these factors. So one has to be very careful with the coefficient of friction selection for a particular screw thread applications.